Hello and welcome back to yet another canal adventure. We are of course still on the Aylesbury arm of the Grand Union Canal. Today is the 26th of August 2019 and we've got company with us on the boat. Hop into the crowded well deck, take a seat and enjoy the ride. You may have noticed that the boat wobbled just then. That was Paul leaving the stern deck of the boat. You'll see him walking down the towpath in it. There he is, with his trusty windlass in his hand. As you can see, it's an absolute scorcher of a day today, and Paul takes to the shade whilst waiting for us to arrive. We've got plenty of sunscreen on, and we are, of course, wearing our very trendy sun hats.
The Aylesbury Arm is of course a narrow canal. You can probably spot that from the width of the lock here, but it's a bit of a change from the wide locks on the main line of the Grand Union that we've grown used to over the past few months.
The Aylesbury Arm was opened in 1814, linking Aylesbury with the Grand Union Canal at Storrops End near Marsworth. Originally planned to carry on to the Thames at Hamilton, the new canal was to be known as the Western Junction. Unfortunately, so strong was the opposition from landowners that the route west of Aylesbury was never built.
The canal rises 94 feet 8 inches from Aylesbury to Marsworth, using a total of 16 locks. Water was particularly precious to the canal company, So the Aylesbury Arm was built, as I pointed out a little earlier, with narrow locks to save water.
In its early years, canal traffic was brisk in both directions, timber and building materials arriving in Aylesbury, whilst agricultural produce, hay and livestock went out. Industry too was attracted, and the Aylesbury Condensed Milk Company, now Nestlé's, was established in 1870 by Bridge Number 17. The canal survived as a commercial route through to the 1950s, despite severe competition from the now dismantled Cheddington to Aylesbury railways. As I mentioned earlier, we've got additional crew members with us today. So, here's nephew number 2 helping Paul with the lock. The Aylesbury Arm was threatened in the mid-1960s with closure through neglect. The Aylesbury Canal Society was formed, and working with British Waterways has encouraged the active use of the canal and the Aylesbury Basin, thus assuring a steady future for this gentle waterway.
The canal buildings at the Aylesbury Basin were extensive. With the decline in canal traffic, the buildings fell out of use and the area was redeveloped with a hotel, supermarket, theatre and university campus. We won't reach the basin on today's journey. That will appear in our next vlog.
The canal is not wide enough for traditional 72-foot narrowboats to turn around except at special turning points. Boatmen used the wind to help push the boats around, hence these were called winding holes. The only one on the Aylesbury Arm is below bridge number 9, which is conveniently next to a former coal wharf. Empty boats could thereby avoid the long trip to Aylesbury simply to turn around. The reeds seem to have taken over a little bit this year. The channel narrows considerably. We're wondering if this was the inspiration for the Jungle Boat attraction at the Disney theme parks. If you spot any wild animals, let us know in the comments below. We push on, hoping that we don't meet a boat coming in the other direction.
really hope that you've enjoyed seeing this part of the Aylesbury Arm off the Grand Union. It's a really nice canal and you shouldn't be put off by these reeds. Whilst they seem to go on forever, they do eventually come to an end and the canal opens back up again.
If you have enjoyed this vlog, then don't forget to let us know. You can do that in a number of ways. You can tap the thumbs up to give us a like. You can subscribe to our channel here on YouTube by clicking on the subscribe button, and you're most welcome to leave us a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time where we reverse out of the Circusfield Basin and cruise down to Aylesbury Basin.